Like, I'm not a friend. I'm not your buddy. I'm not the guy you pat on the back. I'm the guy that you're with.
Yeah.
So we walk into this adult toy store.
What's it like? So she's hyping you up in the ring, right? And then what's it like though on a night where you guys, Rocky night, you guys are fighting or something like that, and then you got to go out there and you're doing your work and you're the fucking man, and she's got to be by your side. But then when the cameras are off, you guys go home and you're like, well, no, like fuck this.
You have to focus on your job.
Yeah,
like,
that's not easy though,
also,
man.
Like we have arguments, but the best part about my wife and myself is that we respect one another. We know that we're not always going to agree on everything. It's just impossible.
Right.
And if I did agree with everything, then I'm just being you. And she doesn't want me to just be her. I don't want her to just be me. I want her to be her. That's why I married her. And she wants me to be me. That's why she married me. So we'll butt heads. Like, we fight all the time. But the best part about our fights is that we learn new things about each other, and whether we agree or disagree, we end up making up, and it's usually a lot of fun.
Now, that's a very strong relationship you're describing. Not one that usually starts off, as I understand, with you coming out of the closet to her. Was that what happened? Yeah. You were trying to learn French to impress her, and you just said you're gay?
No, I did not. Never did I ever do that.
Oh, well, first of all, you agreed with it. No,
definitely not.
Dude, I was reading a website that was like, when you guys were getting to know each other, you tried to learn French to impress her. Okay,
that's why you have real news where you can get it from me, or you can go on the internet for that really good news.
I was trying to do some
obviously
research.
that's
a way you don't do research.
It sounds like a story. Like, my dad goes on podcasts and he embellishes the truth to make it a better story. So he lies a lot. So sometimes it's probably a podcast my dad was on. It's like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, this said that in French you
like
said
this.
you were gay. You said you botched the wording and came out to her or something. That's what the internet said.
Never, no. So my wife didn't speak English when I first met her.
Okay.
And I was the host of a Diva Search, and she was a contestant. And she walks in and she was like, hello, my name Maryse. Don't speak much English. And I was like, hey, just, move along, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, 2 years down the line, she speaks broken English. We were out in WWE. I asked her to go out with us afterwards, after Monday Night Raw. And she's like, sure, okay, I go, no problem. I'm sitting at one table. She goes and sits with the guys at the other table. And I'm like, well, why would she do that? So then after everyone left, it was after hours. We go out, we're in the parking lot, we're chit-chatting, and she was like, all right, I'm getting tired. I was like, all right, well, I'll make sure you get home safely. We're driving to the same spot anyway. So as she's driving, I go, pull over. Like, I call her, and I'm like, pull over. She pulls over, and I take her to, like, this adult toy store, because I was like, look, I don't want to get in the friend zone. Like, I want to make sure that this girl knows, like, I'm into her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really into her. Like, I'm not a friend. I'm not your buddy. I'm not the guy you pat on the back. I'm the guy that you're with.
Yeah.
So we walk into this adult toy store, and she is just looking at me like, this is weird. I've never, because it was a very seedy adult store. Like, I was thinking like it was going to be like a Larry Flynn on Sunset or something like that.
Now this had
not so much.
This had the pound off rooms in the back.
Kansas. Not in Wichita, Kansas. So we go into this place, and there's like swings, and like, there's a mask with a ball, and I'm like, so are you into that? I'm sitting there, I'm just asking her, like, you into that? I'm just trying to figure out what she's getting more weird and more weirded out as the time progressed. I'm like, look, we just got to go. So we ended up going into the parking lot, and we ended up talking the entire night up until our flight, which was like 4 a.m. Wow. So after I got done with that conversation with her, I told myself, like, I need to find a woman like that. That's the type of woman that I want. And this was 2008, maybe. And I feel like we've been together ever since.
Yeah.
And by the way, I flew home that day and went to Barnes & Noble and bought a French-speaking book and tried to learn French. pretty hard.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. And didn't learn French. Didn't teach me anything. But I married the girl, so it worked.
Well, what'd you end up buying at that
That's the
store?
real story.
Well,
You know what? Better. Than,
It's a better one. That's a bold move, though. Have you ever pulled a bold move on a first date or when you met a girl?
That was a first date.
No, I know.
Is there anything more bold than that? Saying, "Hey, let's go to an adult toy store."
But have you ever done one like that didn't work? This one clearly worked. But have you ever done one that just completely blew up in your face?
I mean, that was the riskiest one I've ever taken. No, nothing that like really blew up in my face. Nothing I can remember off the top of my head. How about you?
How about me? Yeah, we only got 10 more minutes, bud.
Did you end up buying the swing and the mask or what?
We did not. And we haven't still to this day. I think I freaked her out. I mean, if she wants to buy a swing, I'll buy a swing.
Listen, if you made it this far into the video,
Which is far. Like, no one ever does that on the internet.
like it's the end. You made it to the end of the video.
full fucking video
You
you
watched
did.
the whole thing. So if you liked it and you watched the whole thing, why don't you subscribe?
It means you like us.
Click the subscribe button, because if you don't, I'm gonna fucking murder John.
And I'm going to like it.
Kill him with my bare fucking hands.
Yeah.
And if you weren't sold on this video, there's plenty more. Watch what's next up and then subscribe. But just subscribe so I don't have to fucking kill him.
Well, I don't know. Do what you want, but subscribe. Probably.